Ladies and gentlemen, and all of our other beloveds, if you could all take your seats, we're going to be starting speeches soon. But before we do, my lovely bride and I want to thank you all for coming tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, and we're so happy to be celebrating with all of you. The fact we have so many people in our lives who care and want to be with us for this occasion means a lot to us both, and we appreciate your love and support. Many of you have been with us through good times and bad, and we just want to say thank you to you all. Cheers. So, first to speak tonight will be the maid of honor and best friend to my beautiful bride. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Cardlin. Hello, everyone. Many of you likely know me, or at least have heard stories involving me and our lovely bride on our many infamous adventures. I can assure you, only about 75% of what you've heard is true, and whatever it was, we definitely didn't do it. But the rest, that is 100% legal and true, makes for much better stories after all these years. Half the fun of going on adventures is getting to tell everyone about them afterwards, and remembering those good times. Also, the story with the tattoos in that dive bar in Mexico was really only an undisclosed percentage true. It's hard to put into words just how I feel about the amazing times I've had from knowing the blushing beauty over there. We've done, seen, been through so much, and come out the other side more or less better people than when we started. We've known each other a long time, and I don't know where I'd be right now if not for her. She's been my rock through the bad, the worst, and the ugliest, and far more supportive than I could ever deserve. She's basically my sister. What a lot of you likely don't know much about is my relationship with Cardlin. Over the years, I've gotten to watch them together, almost since the beginning. While our first meeting might not have gone over the smoothest, I've seen these two grow a lot and become closer. Even though I might be a little bit overprotective of my best friend at times, I think I might possibly, in a manner of speaking, slightly be willing to share her a bit more, and if I had to share with anyone, I'm glad it's with Cardlin. Luckily, the only person more overprotective of the bride than the maid of honor is, of course, the groom. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So, if you could all raise a glass, I'd like to take this moment to offer a toast to the bride and the groom. See? I told you I wouldn't cry.
I think I saw a few tears just hanging on there. I mean, it was very close.
It was one single tear, and it doesn't count. Besides, you both look like you're about to shed some yourselves.
That's true. Love, why don't you go dry your eyes, yeah? I know you don't want to look like a raccoon for pictures later.
Subtle request as always, Cardlin. You could have just asked to talk to me alone if you wanted.
Yes, but what I want to say, I didn't want to do in front of her, and I don't know how she would feel about it. Look, I know, even after all these years, you're still not my biggest fan. I know we've butted heads and disagreed, but you never said anything in front of her, and neither did I. I respect that of you.
Even after what happened in Vegas?
We promised we would never talk about that night again.
And I keep telling you I thought we would make it out before they locked the doors.
Enough about that night. If I ever want to remember that fiasco, I'll just look up the news reports and see the looks on your faces when the camera crews showed up.
True, but it's still a great story, though.
That's beside the point. Between the two of us, we've managed to help her have some amazing times and still keep her from running off the rails into a ditch. I don't know if I could have done it on my own. You've been a lifesaver at times.
And I don't know if I could have done it alone either. You're able to explain things and reason them out better than I can. Unless she listens to you about that kind of thing.
And you give her new ideas and help inspire her in ways I could never even imagine.
Maybe we're just lucky and she has good taste in friends and fiancés.
Maybe. So, I guess if you're her sister, you'll be, what, my sister-in-law? Looks like you're not getting rid of me anytime soon, like you hoped.
I can live with that. Just as long as you treat her well. Remember, you hurt her, and I hurt you.
I remember. Thanks for being there for her all this time.
You're welcome. And thanks for taking care of her when I couldn't.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. Yes, you still look every bit the blushing bride you should. Now, have one more glass of champagne and then water for the rest of the night. I mean, I'd do it, but I'd rather not have to hold your veil while you puke all night.
Wow, that almost sounded responsible. And thanks for that visual of my future wife.
Hey, I have my moments. I worked hard to plan this day, and nothing will ruin it or make it less than perfect, including what I assume is very fancy champagne.
It is, and you're right. Nothing is going to ruin tomorrow. I think between the three of us, we have everything covered.